Hello and welcome in Tilelook. Thank you for taking part to this webinar. I'm Davide and I work for Tilelook. And today I would like to introduce you to new features concerning our subscriptions, business and corporate. I show you, these are our subscriptions, pro, business and corporate. We have three kinds of subscriptions. And we have introduced two new features, two new functions, very important and very interesting for our business and corporate subscriptions. These two new features are named Cloud Render and Marketplace. You see here the descriptions. Cloud Render and Marketplace. We are going to talk in detail about these new features, these new two options. In order to get these subscriptions, I remind you, you can enter in our tilelook.com, in our website, and then select the button Pro area here on the right side, Pro area. By clicking on the button Pro area, you can then select the menu Prices. Okay, so we will get the detail of our prices, of our subscriptions. So first you click Pro area, then you can select the function Pricing. You see? Menu Pricing. By clicking on Pricing, you have the possibility of checking our three kinds of subscriptions. As I told you, Pro, Business, and Corporate. Here we are. Pro, Business, and Corporate. We have three kinds of subscriptions. You can buy directly from this section as it is an e-shop, so you can buy the subscription you prefer by clicking on the yellow button here below. As you can see, there is an offer that expires on the 31st of October. So I recommend you to take occasion to not to lose this offer. I repeat, it ends on the 31st of October 2020. We have a very special prices on all our subscriptions. You can have a monthly subscriptions or you can have an yearly subscriptions. Just click on the upper button, you see, you get the yearly price and the monthly price. You can get both, okay? And as you can see, there is an interesting offer till the 31st of October. The business subscription you get for 250 euros instead of 290 euros. So I recommend not to lose this offer. As I told you, we are now going to see in detail these two new features, Render Cloud and Marketplace. These two options are available only for the business and corporate subscription. Let's see first Marketplace. I only remember you that our Tilelook platform is made by two main elements: an interactive website and a design tool software, a software for designing and projecting bedrooms, living rooms, kitchens, and so on. So these two elements are connected together and they made our platform, Tilelook. Interactive website and design software. The new features, the new options refers to both the website and the design software. It means The cloud render refers to the design software. The marketplace refers to the interactive website. Let's see in detail these two options. Marketplace. Through this function marketplace, available for business and corporate, you can get as a user, as business user, you can get automatically all the demands for offer, the offer request, the demands for projects, the inquiries coming from potential end consumers who are visiting our website. Last year, we got more than 10,000 requests, inquiries, requests of quotations from potential end consumers, architects, decorators. By using this function, you can get these inquiries and answers, reply to these inquiries, and create a very interesting number of business opportunities. I show you in detail. Let's connect with in our Tilelook account, okay, with our mail address and password. So everybody, every user, everyone who has a subscription in Tilelook has an account, a personal account. In case, as in this case, you are a business user, then you have this section available. Marketplace. You see? This section includes two menus, brands I treat and purchase requests. Let's see in detail these two menus. We click on brands I treat. Here we can include in this banner the brands we treat, the brands we work with as dealer, as showroom, okay? In case we are, as I said, a business user, I have to include here the brands I work with. These are the brands included in our Tilelook file. In order to get all the list of the brands included in our file, I only have to click with the mouse on the banner and I get in alphabetic order all the 491 brands available in our file. These are brands available in our file. It means brands we work with. We have all the library of the products of these brands. 491 international brands of tiles, coverings, parquet, accessories, bathrooms, furniture, and so on. In order to get an idea of all the brands working and cooperating with us, you can click on products on the upper part of the website and then brands. By clicking on this button, you get an immediate idea of all the brands working with us. These are the brands working with Tilelook. For all these brands, more than 490 brands, we have the library of the products available in our file. You can filter these brands by categories, countries, or alphabetic orders. Okay, so in this section, we go back, brands I treat, you have to mention, to include the brands you treat. You can include as much brand as you want, the brands you are working with, the brand you deal as dealer, as retailer. I only recommend, if you add a brand or in case you cancel a brand, always save your changements by clicking on the yellow button, Save Your Brands. This is important. Once you add or cancel a brand, just save with this yellow button. In this case, as a business user, I repeat, business user, you will receive all the inquiries, request of quotations, request of projects coming from potential end consumers or architects or decorators visiting our website. More than 10,000 requests last year. Let's see how a request work. Let's assume that I am a private user, that I'm a potential end consumer, and I'm visiting our website. I'm interested in one specific product. Let's suppose a tile from the company Marazzi. So here I have all the tiles available in Tilelook. I just digit the company Marazzi. Okay. Okay. The software automatically filters me the name of the companies. I have here all the tiles, all the products of the company Marazzi available in our file. I can filter for collections, dimensions, colors, and so on. In case I am, as I said, an end consumer, and I'm interested in one product, let's suppose this one, I only have to click on the icon of the product, and I open the description, and I open a complete description of the product. You see, this is the description, the name of the product, the sizes, the collection, and so on. From this section, I can, by clicking this yellow button, send a request of a quotation either for a quantity of this tile, this material, or for a complete project, for a complete room, including this material. Let's see. Let's suppose I just want a quotation for a quantity of this product. I click on this icon, and I have to specify the amount in square meter or square feet of the required product. Then I can write a message, and then I can send a request. The request will be automatically sent to all the business users distributing and dealing with Marazzi. Another option we've seen before is to ask for a complete project, for a complete project. For example, for a bathroom, kitchen, living room, bedroom, for an ambience. So I can ask to the potential dealer a project, a proposal for a project for an entire room. I can select bathroom or kitchen or living room or bedroom. Then I click next. I can here skip this page, or I have to check these different ambiances, and maybe I can select which one of the product included in these projects I'm interested in. For example, for this bathroom, I'm interested in the bathtub. This other one, I'm interested in the floor. So these are suggestions I can give to the potential retailer. But I can also skip this page. It's not necessary to sign here. So I click next. From this section, I have to include, this is important, the 2D drawings, the plans of my room, as I'm asking for a complete project. So I can click on Attach Room Plan, and I can include a JPEG or PDF file. Okay, I can include a JPEG or PDF file, as I prefer. Okay, once I've included the file, it means the plan of my room, I click next. I can specify the brands I want to use into my project. Okay, I can specify brands of bathroom cabinets and so on. Once it's complete, the request will be sent to the business users, the request of an entire project by using this specific product. This request will be visible from the business user into the section purchase request. Okay, so when I'm a business user, I will get all the requests, all the inquiries into this section, purchase requests. When I click here, I get immediately all the inquiries coming from the website, from potential end consumers, potential architects, decorators, and so on. From this section, I can see all the requests coming from the website, not only the request concerning the brands I treat. You've seen that we are specifying some brands, but in this case, in this first page, I not only got the request for my brands, from the brands I treat. Here I have all the inquiries coming from the website. But I only can reply to the inquiries concerning my brands. I show you. For example, this is a request for a product that is not part of my brand, that is not in my brand. It's not something that I deal. So when I open this request, I can see the request. I can see the name of the product. It's not a product that I deal. So I cannot see the user information. So I cannot achieve to the data of the person who is sending me these requests. Okay? Because this is not a brand that I deal with. I also cannot reply to these requests. When I click on the reply, I cannot do it. Always because it's not a brand that I treat. But I can filter this request, and I click on this banner here, selecting 4 brands I sell only. By clicking on this filter, I only get the request concerning the brands I treat. So the software is filtering me the request, and I only have here mentioned the request for the brands I treat. In this case, for example, Marazzi is one of the brands I treat, so I can open the request. I have the detail of the product, the amount of square meters required. I can open the mail of the one who is selling me, the potential end consumer, so I can get in touch directly with him. This is the mail of the person, of the end consumer, potential end consumer. I can have the phone number as well. And important, I can reply directly to this request by clicking on this yellow button. I can send a message that will be sent by mail to the potential end consumer. Okay? So I repeat, by using this option marketplace that is only available for business and corporate subscriptions, you can get all the requests coming from potential end consumers, architects or decorators who are visiting our website every day. By clicking on purchase request, you get all the requests, not only for the brands you treat, but also for other brands. but you cannot reply to this request because it's not a brand you are treating with. You see? You can then filter the request for brands I sell only, and in this case, yes, in this case, you get the request of the brands you are dealing with. And in this case, you can open the request. You can see the mail and the phone number of the potential end consumer, so you get in touch directly with him, and then you can also reply. You can understand that this option can bring you a huge number of potential business, of potential sales. As I told you, I repeat, more than 10,000 requests last year. Okay? Okay, let's see now the second option. We have seen the marketplace. We are now talking about the render cloud. This function is affecting our design tool, our software. So let's move to our software. This is our software, our design tool. This software allows you to produce projects for living room, bathroom, kitchens, and so on, with coverings, tiles, and so on. You can produce rendering. You can publish your project in your account. You can produce both perspective and panoramic render. I show you the difference. I get into my profile and my projects. Here you can file all your projects. For example, let's open this project. We click on the icon and we open this project. As you can see, we can get the perspective rendering, this one. These are pictures of the ambience, perspective rendering, or we can get also a panoramic rendering. The panoramic rendering with this icon, you click on the icon and you can navigate into the room by moving with your mouse. See, you can really navigate into your room. Okay, so we have both opportunities. These rendering are produced with our design tool, with our software. We have introduced this new cloud render or render cloud. Okay, this function allows you to produce renderings not with your processor, but by using the central server of Tilelook. It means your render, you know that the render can take a lot of time to be produced. It depends on the capacity of your processor, on the quality of your graphic card, and also on the project when it is complex, when it has a lot of accessories and so on. The more accessories, the more it takes to get renderized. So the render can take also a lot of minutes, and moreover, it affects the performance of your processor, of your computer. While you are producing the rendering, the computer is very low. It's very slow. It's very you cannot work because you have to wait the end of the rendering. By using this function, cloud render, the render will not be produced by your processor, but it will be produced by our server, by our central software, hardware, Tilelook. This will not affect the performance of your computer. So while you are producing the rendering, you can work without any problem with your processor, while the rendering is not being produced by you, but it's producing by our server. For example, the panoramic render, as we have seen, this render, it takes a lot of time to get realized, but with our render cloud, this, while the render is producing, while the render is working, you can then working with your computer. You don't have to wait till the end of the rendering process. Let's do an example. For example, when I want to produce a rendering of this room, this kitchen, I just adjust the camera, then I click on the yellow button, add camera. For all these functions, I remind you and I invite you to watch at our tutorial video that you can find in our YouTube channel. We have a lot of tutorial video dedicated to any sections. So for all the doubts, for all the functions, I invite you to watch at this tutorial video. So we have established a camera. Then we proceed with the rendering. I click on the bottom render here on the lower side. I select the camera. In this case is the last camera, camera 12. I adjust the camera with camera setting. I select whether a perspective or a panoramic render. Then apply. Next. From this section, I can adjust the natural light of the ambience. I invite you also to watch at our tutorial video that is dedicated to this specific function. Then next, we can import or change the background. It means the image you see on the background here of our project. We can import a picture, an image from Tilelook, from our directory, or we can import it from our local file, from our personal computer. I can load some images, some pictures. Once settled this background, we click next. This section, I suggest you to let it as per default. These are rendering parameters, advanced rendering parameters. I suggest you to not to touch it, to let it as default. Then next, and here we have the two options. We can produce the render local. It means the render will be produced by our personal computer, but by our machine, and it will affect the performance of our machine. It depends then on the capacity, on the quality of our processor, of our system, of our graphic card. Or I have the possibility of doing the cloud render. This is only for the business user. Okay, business user. Cloud render, when I click on this icon, I get here an estimated rendering time, but during the rendering process, I can keep on working with my project, with my computer, without having any problem, as the rendering is not being producing by me, but it's produced by our central server. So I select this icon, finish, and automatically the render starts. While the rendering is in production, I can then work without any problem on my projects. Okay? We have seen these two new important features, render cloud and marketplace. Let's now, as we have some times again, we can have a look to another option, interesting option with our projects. We can share our projects by using Facebook. Okay, this is an interesting way to promote our project, our work. Very interesting and very easy. If we go back let's go back to our projects. We have here in my account all my projects. I can select one of these projects, this one for example. I click on the icon and I can share directly this project on Facebook. I can click on the yellow button share. I automatically open this menu where I have the icon of the main social network. You see, I can share my project by WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. In this case, we select Facebook as I want to share the project by using Facebook. I select the icon and automatically it opens me the Facebook page, my Facebook page. If you have a company Facebook page, Facebook profile, it opens automatically your Facebook page and you can directly publish your project by clicking on this blue button on the lower side. If you are familiar with Facebook, this is very, very easy. And it allows you to promote your project directly by using Facebook. Another option with the Facebook is to share and to view the 360 degrees rendering. I show you how to proceed. For example, in our project here, we have a panoramic render. This is the pictures. As you can see, the picture, the image is false, is rounded. This image cannot be used, cannot be presented, cannot be shared. But once you publish this image in your account, when you publish your product, when you save your project, our software automatically rework the image, and then you have this kind of effect. You can really navigate into the project. You see? So this image, the false, this image is false. You see, it's rounded. The proportion are correct. But once you save the project, automatically our software work on it, and you get the panoramic effect. Okay? We can also share this kind of effect by Facebook. I show you how to proceed. First, you have to save this image in your desktop. So let's save this image. We click Save Image. We will save this image in the software asks you where you prefer to save this image. Now, we call it kitchen test 1, for example. Okay, we give a name to this image. We save as a JPEG image. JPEG image, okay? We save. Now we have saved the image into our desktop. In the meantime, the rendering is proceeding, you see, but we can keep working, we can keep working on our computer. So we have saved our image. Let's open now Facebook. This is the official page of Tilelook, Facebook page. I click on this post, photo video, and I publish my image. It's on my desktop. Remember? Kitchen test 1. This is the image. As I told you, the image is false here, cannot be shared. But in case you select it and publish in Facebook, we call it kitchen test 1. In case then you publish in Facebook, this automatically will be a panoramic rendering. I publish and automatically get this kind of effect. You will see, this is the image, you see, and you can navigate into the image. See? So the software Tilelook with Facebook has transformed my picture that was false into a panoramic view. You see, this is very interesting. Then you can show this project with your mobile phone or your tablet to your potential end consumer. This is very interesting. Okay, let's see whether there are some questions. There is a question from here from a visitor. As a brand, can we only allow the distributors to be authorized to list our brand? Is there a tool manage this? Yes, you can, as brand, you can check the distributors of your brands for sure, and enable the ones who are not official dealer to your brand. You can enable these users to include the brands into their brands. So this is a function we can for sure we can allow, and for sure in case somebody is not an official dealer of a brand, the company can enable the distributors. Okay, there are no other questions, so that's all for the moment. I remind you our offer for these subscriptions, Business, Pro, and Corporate. The offer is valid till the 31st of October. I recommend you the yearly subscriptions. For example, the business subscriptions is 250 euros instead of 290 euros per year. Per year. It's less than €1 per day. So it's a very, very convenient offer. That's all for the moment. In case you should ask or should have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us to our web with our mail address, contact@tilelook.com, or by visiting our website. On the home page, you can directly chat with us. Okay, you can chat with us. There is a blue icon here on the lower side by clicking on the icon, you open a chat and you can send us your inquiries, your questions, and then we will answer you very, very quickly. Okay, let's see other questions. If we want our tile on Tilelook, what are our options? You can, if in case you want your tile in Tilelook, yes, it's possible. I show you. There is this option. So if you want, if your tiles, if your products are not included in between our 2000 and so on brands, so 2,770 tiles. So if you want to include other tiles that are not included in our file, you have the option by acceding to your account and using the function upload new tile. You can even upload a new tile. By this function, you can upload a tile from your brands that is not included in our file. So you can include a tile, or even you have the opportunity to use this file, import tiles. This one allows you to import more tiles through an Excel form. You can import many new tiles, many models in one time by using an Excel form. You will include all the models, the name, the images. They have to be JPEG images, and then you can upload your own tiles. For all these functions, I repeat, I please you and I recommend you to view and to watch at our tutorial video that you can find in our YouTube channel. Okay, that's all for the moment. I hope this webinar has been useful. For any questions, do not hesitate to write contact@tilelook.com. See you soon in Tilelook.